Hey guys, it's Carson with Tennessee Cash for Homes. Want to make this video about a question I get asked all the time. Is the offer I'm going to receive the same as what the Zillow Zestimate is? The short answer to that is no. What Zillow does is they have an algorithm where they pull the last 6 months of sales data in your area, and they look at properties that are very similar to yours. Maybe it has 50 square feet more or 50 square feet less. It might be a year or two older or a year or two younger. And they pull all that data in the last 6 months. But what they don't account for is any updates that might have been done to the other houses, right? There's other houses in the area that might have had a new roof put on it, or maybe a new HVAC. They might have new flooring, new cabinets, new kitchen, right? And so that's something that's not taken into account when they look at a Zestimate offer. You look up on Zillow.com, you see that your house is worth $300,000, but it might need $100,000 to get it to that number. It might need a new roof and HVAC and a whole bunch of remodeling to get it to that number. So when I ask people what they want for their house and they tell me their Zillow number, my answer to that is, well, that house must be in perfect condition then, right? It must be fully updated, just like the house right down the street from yours that sold. So when thinking about the number that you want for your house, take that stuff into consideration. Think about some of the stuff that needs to happen to your house to get it to the higher number, and how you can improve your home's value before you actually look for an offer. So one thing I will say is the Zestimate is pretty accurate when it comes to houses that are, maybe 5 or 6 years old, because there's not a lot of improvements that need to be done to the house. And for the most part, it's in pretty good tip-top shape. So if your house is, close to 20, 30, 40 years old, that's something that I would take into account, that it might not be super accurate. But if your house is on the newer side, that number actually might be a lot closer to what the house is actually worth. But at the end of the day, it comes down to what the house is appraised for, not what the Zillow's estimate is. When we do our underwriting on our side, we look at all those same things that Zillow does. We look at all the houses that sold in the area, and we figure out, well, what does this house need to get it to that number? And once we figure out what it needs, is where we come up with our offer for you guys. So if this is something you think would be helpful, or if you're interested in selling your house, feel free to reach out at Tennessee Cash for Homes. Have a
Call Tennessee Cash for Home. 615